Elle Wilson here from TrueBrow, and I have a very special guest. Love bringing these beautiful women to you. And this is Nicole Borg. And hi, Nicole. How are you doing?
Hello. How are you?
Oh, look, I'm good, but I'm having a really bad hair day. And mind you, I had my hair done yesterday, and I've been sitting here trying to fix my hair for the last 5 minutes, haven't I? Like, really, what is going on? How is that happening?
You look gorgeous.
Oh, thanks, darling. But apart from that, I'm feeling fantastic. And you're doing well.
Yes, very well. I've been working all day, so I'm doing really well.
Well, you're looking gorgeous. And I just want to say that, we are here to defy this idea that women can only, pay attention for 3 seconds and then we lose them. This is the whole thing that, everyone's losing their attention span because of all these social media platforms. Well, I want to say that we have such interesting things that we share here. So no one's going anywhere. Is that right? I don't want you to go anywhere. Just stick around because Nicole had just stepped into TrueBrow. So Nicole, you've been in the industry and out of the industry. So for the beauty professional, this is an important interview, right? But also for the woman that's out there, because you're going to hear some amazing things today that you have to know if you care about the way your beauty, how you present yourself to the world and how your beauty is developed over time as you're maturing, whatever age you're at, this is the place to be. So Nicole, tell us a little bit about you, where you're a beauty therapist.
Yeah, so I studied beauty therapy when I was 18 years old, and I was in the industry for about maybe 14 years, and I took a break to have my last child. And then I took a bit of a career change to support my family, and then I decided this year it was time to come back, and I've had a break for 4 years.
Wow. I think it's beautiful that women, when I took a break with my children too, and I think it's a really beautiful thing to do, and it doesn't mean that you're totally out of it in a way, because when you love beauty, you're kind of always in it in some way. But you're quite an interesting girl because one, you are lovely to coach and to teach, because you're very, very coachable and very teachable. You're not you're very clear on what you're wanting right now. You've hit an age where your children are at a certain age and you're like, I know what I want now, Elle. And I love that. Do you feel that?
Yes. So I'm very clear on my vision and what I want for my family and what I want for my life and my children's life. So that's why I decided to join TrueBrow, because I needed more. I love to learn. So that was another reason as well.
And when you say, because this is interesting to me, because we haven't had this conversation, right? So people might think, oh, this has all been like set up and Elle's got questions. Well, we did send you questions, but you haven't looked at them because you didn't have time because you're working and you're a mum. So, but just to support you, but we haven't done any preparation for this at all, right? So for me, it's really interesting, and I think for everybody else to know, when you say you wanted more, what does that mean? Because people come to TrueBrow for many reasons, right? Sometimes they don't even know why they come to TrueBrow. They just come and they enter, and then all of a sudden their life changes in a way. But you seem to know, you knew before you stepped in, right? Because you spoke to a couple of we spoke to one of our specialists, Helen, in Melbourne.
Yep.
And had your brows done there too, which was cool. So you met up with her. But
yep.
What does that more mean to you? Because it means different things to different people, right?
So more to me was financial freedom, probably for myself and my kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I love to learn new things. So I decided to go into teaching assistants at school, and I love it because every day it's a challenging thing. But I really wanted to get back into the beauty industry and teach my daughter that we're so diverse.
Mm-hmm.
Women are such diverse people. So you can do multiple things. It doesn't just have to be a teacher's aide or a beauty therapist or anything like that. I just wanted to teach my kids that whatever you want to do, you can actually go for. So it was more for my kids and more for financial things as well.
So I guess what I'm hearing you say, number one, I think it's so important because we teach through demonstration. There is no other way to teach our children. We think that if we keep telling them, they're going to listen, but they don't learn like that. They actually learn through the demonstration of us. That's a key thing. Whether that we're demonstrating good things or we're demonstrating things that are not so good, children are like little sponges. They pick up everything and retain it. And then, of course, they have the choice if they're going to reinforce it in their own lives. But the point is that really they're just taking in all these things. So what you're saying is you want it to be the demonstration of that, which I think is so empowering for women. Everyone should be listening to that. It's so important. But you also added something about when you came to TrueBrow, because I'm going to take you back to that, because we are talking about that in a way, in a very light sort of way, but you said you wanted more and you wanted financial freedom. So TrueBrow for you took you out of the average way a beauty therapist thinks, right, to take you into a different lens that you will like to teach you to look through a different lens at the brow and at your business and your life. That's kind of how I see that. That's true?
Yes, that's
and has it so far, because you've been with us for how long now? You're one of my newbies. How long have you been with us for?
Since September.
Yeah, so not long really at all. And you total startup. So you didn't have you were just starting fresh, really, right? We really hadn't even you didn't have
I was a complete
startup.
Complete new startup. Yep.
So September
I'm completely fresh.
Right. So September to December. Oh my gosh, it's December. What am I talking about? September to December the 2nd, right? This is when we're time stamping this. You now have clients that are coming to you.
Yep.
And
so I launched December 1st or the 30th of November. I had my first client and I have signed up 10 model programs.
So this is so amazing, right? Because, like Nicole, everyone really chooses, when you come to TrueBrow, everyone chooses their launch date. You could have launched in the middle of November or the beginning of November, but you decided, and at my recommendation too, not to rush. When women have got other responsibilities, we can't pretend we don't. When you've got 3 children, when you've got a husband, when you've got a house to uphold, we can't pretend that we don't have those things. And until we get to a place financially where we can delegate a lot of those things out, for example, cleaning lady, ironing lady, someone to do the shopping, whatever it is. I did all of that, believe me, because that's just how I'm made. I had a fantastic nanny, that I never didn't want my kids to go to childcare. So I just had nannies, and I used to find the best people for whenever I needed them to support me with the kids. But the point is you have to get to that place where financially, and we're moving you towards that place where you can, you're not doing everything, but right now you do have everything. And at my recommendation, it was like, don't rush that launch date. Do you remember that?
Yep.
But if you came to me and you said,
I set everything up very slowly.
Yeah, and I think that, and it's not really that slow, it's only a couple of months, right? Because here you are already with 10. And what's your, when we say, some people might be thinking, oh, it's 10 brow waxes. It's not that, is it? Like, you've actually brought 10 new women into your TrueBrow program as models, because you're training in the system, right? In the natural brow theory, you're training in that. So the point is that you're making money while you're learning. Right. That's the point, isn't it? And this is the key strategy with TrueBrow. It's really, really important that everybody understands that when you're paying for something, any sort of education, the return on investment is what is the key, right? So you want your clients to pay you, but you want them also to know that you're in training. You've got to be transparent, right? Which is kind of cool. So these 10 women, how much have they invested in you for what you're going to be able to give them? Because you're doing beautiful work already. Like, I'm just really in love with what you're doing, and I can see a bright future, and it makes me happy because I'm so in love with the natural brow. I'm always looking for women that want to preserve its integrity. But what is that given? What's the investment that's coming back to you after they've invested in you? Like, you're not looking at, a $25 brow wax, or you're looking at, they're coming into the program, they're purchasing their starter kit. So, like, you're earning money, aren't you? Like, you're earning really, really good money. You don't have to tell
I
us
am.
exactly how much you're earning. That's not really fair.
No, look, I am earning really good money, and nobody has batted an eyelid at me when I've told them how much the cost is to start up with me or to enter into the model program. They are more than happy to go ahead with it. I have been very transparent with my clients as well.
That's beautiful. And so your starter kit for them to enter into is, what's the price of it? Do you want to share that with us?
$230.
$230. So you've got 10 new people that are paying you $230. So you've paid for quite a bit of your training already. Like you're almost done, you know, and this is what we're talking about. This is the return on investment, right? This is the question beauty professionals don't ask themselves when they're choosing training. They don't ask themselves the most important question. They go for short courses. This is how we've been brainwashed in the industry. And it's not anyone, no one did it to us. You know, we can't blame people. It's not like, it was just how the industry started. But let's do a day course, let's do 2, let's do 5, let's do 3, and then we're going to be fine, right? But you can't charge that kind of price points. And of course, that includes some maintenance appointments, doesn't it? So it means that you're bringing in these new clients, and they're starting with a commitment. Like, this is the whole strategy of TrueBrow that's so amazing. And I'm not going to go into that now because that's the gift inside of the portal and the business model. But what I want to say is this. I want to tell everyone out there that the clients that are looking for you, for TrueBrow, they're looking for something special, and they don't mind paying. You know, these are the high quality clients, aren't they, Nicole? Like they have a problem and they need help. I have to say, so this is not saying, oh, we're just charging high prices because we want to charge women high prices. We need the time. We need the energy to put into, pour into repairing these brows that have been compromised by so many different people.
They do see this on their very first appointment. They see the time that I do put into them. They can see that straight away. And I do explain to them the time that they will be spending with me, and that it's a commitment to me. So I know that they will be back, and I will be the only one that's doing their brows.
It's amazing, isn't it? Your clarity is, you're like a bright shining light. I'm going to say it again because it's true. You have so much clarity because you're so in love with what you're learning. It's just, I can see it all over you. Let me just say one thing. We did speak, you and I, about the fads. I remember when you were going to bring a fad in, and we spoke about it, and I said to you, do you really want to do that? I don't think you need it. And we chatted about it. Are you finding with TrueBrow that it is just it's just giving you everything you need?
Yes, I am. And my clients are too.
And let me just ask you another thing. You've got a lot of girls, a lot of your friends that have gone down the microblading route right now. You know what? I feel so sad every time I have to bring this up, but, we need to educate women. We need to tell the truth, and we need to, in the beauty industry, both the beauty professional and the consumer, the client, have to separate marketing from what's real. Yeah. And sadly, we don't do that very well, right? Because we live in a society where we're constantly being marketed to, and we can't discern the difference between what is a marketing message and what is a factual message. So these girls that have gone down the microblading route, they're coming to you. Like, I remember one was on our live brow coaching classes not too long ago, and she was also a friend of yours. Was she a friend of yours as well?
Yeah, you'll also have another one this week.
Oh, I've got another. I'm just loving these microblading, fixes. We get so many of them now, like on the classes, on the live classes.
Yeah, for me, it's been majority of the people that have come in.
Wow. And so, what are they finding? That the shape's not right, that they're
more really upset about the color.
Yeah.
I'm the one that looks at the shape. To them, they're not trained, so they can't see what's in the shape. It's more the color that they're not loving. But once they also play around with the kit, they're happy because they can
also
also...
a little bit, the kit to everyone, what that means, like the brow products you're saying, like True Color.
The brow products, the True Color.
Yeah.
So once I do a vision on them and I show them what is possible, and also it'll help with the discoloration of the tattoo, they're just over the moon.
Yeah.
Because they can hide the grey and it's back to a beautiful, rich colour.
Mm. Do you know, I'll tell you a little story because it's kind of sweet. At a masterclass in Australia, because everyone knows I'm in Greece right now, and when I was in Australia in a masterclass, and this was after the whole COVID thing, you know, and it was kind of great to get our hands back on and work with people. And this lady came in and she was about to have a baby. She was just gorgeous. And she had like pink brows, like they were just so pink and really like you couldn't mistake how pink they were. And I said to her, I said, you know, you've got pink brows, right? Because I'm thinking, why is she not freaking out about this? And you know, the thing is, when people don't think that they can do anything about it, they kind of accept it in a very sullen kind of way. And it's kind of, they even justify because you've made a decision, haven't you? So it's kind of like a little hard on yourself. You know, it's kind of a little hard on the self because you've made a decision and you can see that your brows are, you know, no longer, you know, they're pink, right? So it's not easy for some people. It's not easy to go and say, I made a really big blunder. Look at my face, right? What am I going to do now? So she said to me, I do, I know, but yeah, that's okay. And I said to her, okay. I said, well, let me see how we can help you. When we finished with her that day and we covered the pink, not with the powder, but with the way that, you know, we work with the brow, we had it completely covered. I've actually got a testimonial of her, like looking in a mirror, just freaking out at what she saw. And she said, I could not believe that I was putting up with this color, thinking there was nothing I could do. Do you know what I mean? So I think that what you're saying too, even about the design, you know, that's amazing because you're right. You're going a bit blurry. Everyone, she still looks as beautiful. She hasn't changed. She's just blurry because I think the internet's going to be funny. She's going to come back to us in a second. The things we can't control, right? Isn't that the ones we're supposed to surrender and let go of? But she's still there. So I think that what I loved about what you said before about the design, they don't even realize, the girls, that the design's shutting their face down. It's making them look harder. It's making them look harsher. And we're not talking just about PMU here. I don't want to just bag it all the time. I'm clear. I've been clear with everyone. I don't agree with it. It's too risky, too many, you know, there's no guarantees, not one single one. So I think we've talked about it to death. You know, people have just got to just get it if they want to or not. But I think one of the things that's really key that you said is the design they don't understand, right? And then you go design them the TrueBrow way, which is fully feminine and elegant. And how are they, when they see you do that, do the TrueBrow vision on them?
I've had people blown away if they're bladed or blown away if they're not microbladed. They're just natural eyebrows, and they've had beautiful results, really beautiful results.
It's just
and
amazing.
They've all had damage to them somewhere along the way.
Yeah, so I think one of the words, you're very blurry, but we can hear you and you're breaking up a little bit. But here you come, coming back. Look, she's coming back. She's coming back. I just don't want to stop this because she's doing so well. And I know she's a little nervous and I'm so proud of her. So here she comes. She's back again. We're not going to let the internet beat us. Just stay stable, internet. So I just want to say I am delighted to have you in our community. What's our community like? Tell everyone so they know. What are the women that choose to become TrueBrow specialists and that we say, yes, you're the right person for us? What are they like? Because you know that I pick everyone, right? I'm a bit of a pain when it comes to it. It's very important that we're fit, that we're right fit. How are they for you? How's that been?
Very supportive. I've made some beautiful friends even on the onboarding sessions.
They were fun.
Yes. And I've made a really good friend through there, Shelley.
She's beautiful, isn't she?
Yep,
oh.
She's beautiful. She's really, really beautiful.
Don't worry about the puppy dog. It's all right. It's either a child or a puppy dog or something that comes in.
That's my life. And then I've also had Helen. Helen introduced me. She gave me a beautiful treatment and I was just inspired straight away. So
It's amazing.
It's been really good experience for me. It's a big growth factor in my life.
Can you tell us how? I'm always interested in these things because, I just do it naturally. I don't really know what's happening a lot of the time to the other person. So
like we've had a discussion before, I'm very scared of failure and perfectionism, but it's just settled me. It's just made me realize that it's okay to be wrong. It's okay to need help. It's okay to ask for help. And then sometimes you do get it right, and that's great too. So I'm always learning, and I've really loved that part of it.
Oh, I remember that now. Yeah, we did talk about that, didn't we? The perfection, because history and dance and all of those things you were talking about in the past. I think that for me, one of the most beautiful parts as a mature kind of woman is like I feel like my community. I'm sort of a bit of a guardian around all of you, and I love that we talk about things that are not kind of normal a lot of the time, don't we?
Yep. That's right. Yep.
We go into the mentoring side and we kind of like just touch on those things that, it's the day you want to hear it. Elle goes and she just goes and blasts abroad, this broadcast and talks about your little self and not to listen to it. And everyone's going, oh my gosh, did I need to hear that today? But, that is a huge part for me because I know that success isn't just about doing the best brow. Success is about not just even about having a great business. It's about your whole life. So when you said to me before, that's my life with the little puppy dog, and, we have kids that come on to our live coaching classes. We have, it's okay, on our onboarding session, the little ones come in and say hello and they're poking their heads because they're so interested in what's mum doing. And so for me, it's kind of like, I so love that we get to embrace all of you. And you have been just a blessing for me. And I'm so happy that you said yes, because you're not saying yes to me. I mean, I said yes to you because I can see what's ahead. I can see that you are so coachable and I can see what you need. One of the things I was talking about today is that sometimes we focus so much on what we want that we miss what we need. And to me, that is devastating for women. Because when we just focus on what we want, it's normally just a short little fix, short. It's very survival mode. It's very much, I want this and I want that and then I want this and then I want that. And we never really look at our core needs. And one of the things that I love to bring you to is what you need in your core. And I think you just told us. I think what you've needed is to move through to create your business with this settledness.
Yeah.
That you can't get
what it's
a day course. You can't get that, just through just going and doing a coaching program. Like it's almost like this whole, like I look at TrueBrow as this sphere of love, and inside of it is all the goodness, and it's like what's it like? It's like that, isn't it? It's like a sphere.
It is like that, and I think that joining TrueBrow, I have loved learning about the eyebrows. And about how to design them and transform them and repair them. But my favorite part has been learning to grow and accept and just even spiritually, like I've really enjoyed that part of it.
Oh, that just made my day. That's so beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? If we can do that for each other, then wow. It's just, the future is bright, isn't it? When you can do that.
It is. Yes, it is.
I don't even know what else to ask you after you said that. I think we're kind of pretty much done, don't you think, everybody? I think she's just nailed it on the head. I love that so much. If women can empower women on all those different levels and we step into that and we embrace that with each other and create communities, and it's almost like going backwards. It's almost like going back into the days where there were the wise women of the tribes and the communities and women were able to lean into something real and true, and they knew it, and it changed them and transformed them. And we've moved away from that in the world so much. We've given our power away to, Instagram and Facebook and what other people think. And and we've forgotten that all of what we're looking for is inside of ourselves, you know, and that we can keep leaning into that. Wow.
Yep.
I just love that. I love that so much. You've made my day. When I say I'm over the moon, I'm going to take the day off now and just go walk around and go do some shopping. No, I'm not going to do shopping.
Oh, excellent.
Got to stop doing that shopping. Maybe I'll find a new pair of earrings and I'll put them on next week and I'll show you all or something like that. No shopping today. Just to really. It's funny being in Greece, you know, Nicole. It's kind of, you really are in a completely different world. And you're going out, and I'm still discovering all these little boutiques and all these amazing handcrafted, like these are from Australia actually, but handcrafted. It's amazing what
Well,
you
maybe
find.
when we come over to Malta in 2024, I'll come visit you in Greece.
Well, you better come and visit me. We'll have to do a TrueBrow retreat in Greece. Wouldn't that be fun next year?
That'd be nice.
Be amazing. We'll go to an island or something like really kind of cool. And
okay.
How amazing. All right, well, that's something to look forward to. We'll be sharing that with all of you, and you can come and join us. You know, come and find out more about TrueBrow if you'd like, and if you're a client or someone that's looking for something special for your brows, and you are more committed to preserving the integrity of your natural brow rather than all the fads and trends and alternatives. You don't need to do that. Like as Nicole's just said to you today, you know, women are really starting to discover that there's something else out there, and you know, go looking for it and contact us. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much, Nicole. This has been adorable. We did get a little fuzzy in there for a little bit, but my special gorgeous team are going to fix all that because they're masters at all those things. And I'm going to see you on Monday so that we can have our last live class, brow coaching class for the year. Amazing. Thanks, everyone, so much. Thank you, Nicole, so much. Thank you, everyone. We'll be back with more. Loads of love. Take care for now.
See you.
Bye.